Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm diving headfirst into a knitting project that was, shall we say, ambitious. I decided to try creating a massive wool piece, using some seriously advanced knitting techniques. And let me tell you, it almost broke my needles. I've always been fascinated by giant knitting projects. There's something so satisfying about taking something as simple as yarn and needles and turning it into something huge and impressive. So I started planning. The idea was to create a super-sized blanket, big enough to, well, almost swallow a person whole. I knew this was going to be a challenge, but I'm always up for pushing my skills. First things first, the yarn. This project needed something substantial, something that could hold its own in a massive piece. I went with a super bulky merino wool. It's incredibly soft and luxurious, but also strong enough to handle the wear and tear. I got enough yarn to knit a small car, or at least that's what it felt like when I saw the mountain of wool in my living room. Next, the needles. Regular needles wouldn't cut it for a project of this scale. I needed something long, sturdy, and capable of holding a ridiculous number of stitches. After a bit of searching, I found a pair of extra long circular needles, made from a strong wood. Even then, I was a bit worried they might snap under the weight. Looking back, I should have been more worried. Now, for the techniques. I knew basic knitting wouldn't cut it. I needed to incorporate some advanced techniques to create the texture and structure I wanted. I decided on a combination of cable stitches, which add beautiful texture and visual interest, and a few different ribbing patterns for elasticity and structure. I spent hours practicing these techniques on smaller swatches to make sure I had them down before committing to the full piece. It was like going back to knitting school. The actual knitting process was intense. The weight of the piece was a constant battle. Moving it around was a workout in itself. At times, the needles felt like they were bending under the strain. There were a few close calls where I thought I might actually break a needle. And of course, the time commitment was significant. It took weeks of dedicated knitting, hours and hours each day, to see any real progress. But every time I saw a new section take shape, I was motivated to keep going. I encountered a few hiccups along the way. There were dropped stitches, tangled yarn, and moments of sheer frustration. But I kept at it, remembering why I started in the first place. I wanted to create something truly unique and beautiful, something that would showcase my skills and challenge me creatively. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the massive wool piece was complete. It's difficult to describe the feeling of accomplishment. When I held the finished piece up,